patient with your pet. Proper training of your pet is essential to the success of the PetSafe Basic In-Ground Radio Fence. Remember that the PetSafe Basic In-Ground Radio Fence is not a solid barrier. The keys to training your pet to use the PetSafe system are patience, fairness, firmness, and consistency. Train for 10 to 15 minutes at a time, and don't try to do too much too quickly. More frequent short sessions are better than less frequent longer sessions. If your pet shows signs of stress, slow down the training schedule, add additional days of training, or increase the amount of playtime with your pet in the pet area. Common stress signals include pet pulling on leash toward the house, ears tucked, tail down, body lowered, nervous, frantic movement or stiffening of pet's body. Your pet must be completely comfortable near the boundary flags at the end of every training session. Spend at least 5 minutes of playtime at the completion of each session within 10 feet of the boundary flags. Finish each training session on a positive note with lots of praise and play. Remove the receiver collar after each training session. Be sure to contain your pet by another means during the training period. During training, if you need to take your pet out of the pet area, remove the receiver collar and either pick your pet up or put him in the car to pass out of the pet area. Even if you think your pet is responding well to the training, complete the entire training. Reinforcement is important. The goal of days 1 and 2 is to familiarize your pet with the boundary flags. Perform 3 sessions per day, each session lasting 10 to 15 minutes. Put a non-metallic collar on your pet's neck and attach a leash. Have tiny pieces of treats that your pet will find desirable, along with your pet's favorite play toy available. Begin by walking your pet on a leash in the pet area. Your pet will not wear the receiver collar for this training step. Calmly praise and talk to your pet, occasionally giving treats. Move toward the boundary flags. Keep your mood happy and throw treats to the ground. With full control of your pet on a leash, toss a treat on the outside edge of the flags. Just before your pet's head reaches the flag line, give him a quick horizontal or downward jerk and release correction on the leash. Do not correct verbally. Lead your pet back into the pet area to about 15 feet away from the boundary flags and praise him. Repeat this process at several boundary flags. The goal of days 3 to 4 is to introduce your pet to the static correction and teach where it happens. Perform 3 sessions per day, each lasting 10 to 15 minutes. Place the receiver collar on your pet's neck. Put a separate non-metallic collar on your pet's neck above the receiver collar and attach a leash. Be sure the extra collar does not put pressure on the contact points. Have tiny pieces of treats and your pet's favorite play toy available. Walk your pet on a leash in the pet area. Calmly praise and talk to your pet, occasionally giving him treats. Allow your pet to move toward the boundary flags. When your pet enters the warning zone, the receiver collar will activate and start beeping. As your pet continues past the flags into the static correction zone, he will receive a static correction. Immediately after your pet receives a correction, lead him back into the pet area. Praise him warmly and keep very calm body language and offer him a treat. Repeat this process at several different boundary flags. Never pull or call your pet in the static correction zone. Lead him to the boundary flags, and if he decides to not move past the flags, he is learning the system. Days 5 through 8 of the training session constitute the distraction phase. Your pet should still be on a leash. Create distractions such as other family members calling your pet from beyond the warning zone. If he stays put, reward with a treat. If he strains at the leash, allow your pet to enter the static correction zone and get corrected a couple seconds before pulling him back into the pet area. Then praise and treat your pet. Do this for 10 to 15-minute sessions 3 times daily. Now it's time for the leash to come off, under close supervision. Stay and play with your pet for sessions lasting for a few minutes at first, and then working up to an hour or more by day 14. Between days 15 and 30, your pet should be able to run free, but check in on him at regular intervals. With the PetSafe Basic In-Ground Radio Fence, your pet is safely contained, but still enjoys a sense of freedom. Once your pet learns the boundary zone, he will be reluctant to cross it for walks or car rides. You have two options. First option, replace the receiver collar with a regular collar. Then put your pet in your car within the pet area and drive him out of the pet area. Option 2. Replace the receiver collar with a regular collar and leash. Walk your pet out of the pet area with a command such as, "OK." Always leave the pet area with a leash, and your pet will associate leaving the pet area only on a leash. There are a whole range of additional accessories that can be purchased for your PetSafe Basic In-Ground Radio Fence. Simply contact the Customer Care Center at 1-800-732-2677 or visit our website at www.petsafe.net to locate a retailer near you.